Tink Tinker. I'm an Osage Nation citizen. I'm from the Eagle Clan, and I'm a professor. And my field of study is a tough question to answer.
When you all came to us and said, hey, we have this idea to bring Tink Tinker, I was really excited. Tink has written around questions of Indian liberation and religious studies and Christian studies for many years. He's one of the most important major figures.
Matt Potts from the Memorial Church presented the opportunity for us to have an elder in residence. They have had other fellowships bringing in spiritual leaders from many denominations, and this was the first opportunity to bring in somebody from a Native community.
The highlight of the year for me was an event that we had in church. Folks who were members of our congregation, Christians at Harvard, who came to that event, some of them were directly challenged and maybe heard some things that they maybe should have heard before but hadn't heard before.
Christianity is colonialism, and colonialism is Christianity. We were being pressed continually to convert into the colonizers' religion. It had nothing to do with saving our souls. It had everything to do with dominating Indian people and getting access to the land.
For our students, it was invaluable to have somebody come in with their sole focus to help support them in a way that maybe they're not getting throughout campus was really meaningful.
But I'll never turn down an invitation to be with Indian students, to expand their understanding and encourage their decolonizing.
I think he's someone that thinks about so many different things on so many different levels.
For many of our communities, having elders present to be able to guide us in the work that we do and in the experience that we have in life is imperative.
It's important to get elders here because it does change things and it does bring in a different layer to everything that we do.
And when I talk to Indian students, I realize I'm Osage. They come from different places. I can't just teach them Osage and my particular ways. So we've got to be able to be fluent in motion. They may be 18-year-old freshmen, but you respect their knowledge that they bring with them and encourage that.
He not only wanted to connect with folks within Harvard, but he wanted to connect with tribal nations in the region. He was able to travel down to the Mashantucket Pequot community, and our students got to go visit their cultural center and museum and meet with their elders.
Having some officially sponsored religious and spiritual leaders from other traditions helps the university as a whole remember how diverse a population we are, how diverse a population we are called to be and become, and keep pushing us to think about how we can move towards that future.
Our partnership with Memorial Church is amazing, and we want to continue to partner with them. I think our students will always need guidance and support, and having different spiritual leaders from different communities is imperative. I think Tink was a great first and inaugural elder in residence. Native communities are diverse, and we want to ensure that there are different spiritual leaders and elders coming from different communities. So one, we get to benefit from that wealth of knowledge, but also that our community sees themselves in that position.
Harvard is a place that for many tribes, especially tribes that have had relationships with them colonially that have been harmful, to say the least, that there's still a lot of work to be done. Elders are also diplomats of their nations, and so having these people here to come and visit as scholars, as spiritual leaders, and as community members is an opportunity for Harvard to continue to build back on these relationships, to honor them, and to start thinking about in tangible ways how we can actually restore.
What an honor. What a powerful moment. Well, I've actually interacted with a cross-section of Harvard, and I've appreciated their attention to American Indians, their respect for American Indians, and I guess my continued message to them would be, don't stop. Pay attention to us and begin to learn there's a different way to live on this land with each other.